Hey you guys, listen, it has been a whirlwind as I'm getting ready for my big trip to Spain. I'm so excited. I leave in 1 week, and today's episode is all about packing with me, okay? This is my first time doing a pack with me video, so bear with me a little bit, but I wanted to invite y'all in on the journey of packing with me, trying to get all of the things to fit in my bag, figuring out what I need, what I don't need, and how to make it work for me. Depends on your travel type and who you are and what the purpose of your trip is. This trip for me is really about exploring Spanish culture, right? I'm learning Spanish. I'm going to be immersing myself in Spanish culture, and that influenced how I packed for this trip. So I packed things for me to be outside. I packed things for me to go and experience the beauty that Spain has to offer through events and experiences. But I also packed some stuff where I'm like, oh, today is going to be a chill day at the beach or a chill day at home, whatever. So I'll invite y'all to come along with me as I pack for my Spanish summer. Hey guys, I almost fell a little bit trying to get into the intro of this video because my room is a mess and I'm trying to pack all of my things for my trip. I leave in 1 week, and so I wanted to do a quick little pack with me video. The first half of this video is really going to be about packing my suitcase, but then I'll also pack some of my essentials that are not clothes, obviously, that'll also go into my suitcase. When I first started off, I was trying to get everything that I had into a carry-on, but that proved to be a failure. So anyways, let's start off with what I'm taking with me. So I have 3 pair of pants. I know some people are like, that's too many. I don't care. I need 3 pair. So I have my favorite flare leg pants, and then I have a light wash denim pants, and then dark denim because I think that can go with, you know, different stuff. And then I'm taking 3 pairs of shorts, which really I might only take 2. As I'm packing stuff, I've also been taking out stuff because I'm like, is that really necessary? So these 2 pair of shorts actually can go with more things. So I have a dark pair, and then I have like this rusted colored pair of shorts. So I'm gonna take those 2 pairs of shorts. I thought about taking these, but now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna go ahead and toss those. All right, so I have my bottoms, and then as far as my tops, I have a couple of tank tops that I would wear just as shirts without anything covering them. I got some cute little cropped shirts. This looks small, but I promise it's the right size to wear as well, just to be able to kind of switch up the outfits every once in a while. So I have about 6 tops, and I like to wear tank tops sometimes as well. So I do have 2 tank tops that can go under anything that I put on if I need to wear a sweater or something like that. And then of course I have a couple of dresses that I can wear. This is a slip dress, a few dresses that I can wear just like if I decide to go somewhere and I need to like dress up, I can wear those dresses. These, I actually have these 3 dresses that I can kind of wear around. I like dresses, and it's summertime, dresses are fun. But then I also have 2 other kind of like regular everyday dresses that I can wear. One long black one, one shorter black one, depending on where I'm going. And then I have 2 t-shirt dresses. So I have this orange one. This is kind of like if I go to the beach. And so is this one. This one is shorter, and then this one is a long cream color, which I thought was so cute. And let me just say, y'all, some of this stuff is definitely thrifted because I am a budget shopper, and I'm not gonna buy everything full price if I don't have to. I have 2 pairs of pajamas because it's pajamas. Why do I need a lot of pairs of pajamas? I'm not doing that. So I have 2 pairs of pajamas, and I have a thing full of my underwear, my bras, and stuff like that. And then I also have workout attire. So I am an outdoorsy girl. I like to hike, I like to walk, stuff like that. So I did bring 3 different pairs of workout bottoms, and I will pack 2 random workout t-shirts. Of course, gotta have a cardigan in case it gets cooler. I can have something to put on, and of course I have my rain jacket. Now, here is where I fall into a very big conundrum because I don't know what shoes to pack, okay? So I have a pair of heels just in case, you know, I go out somewhere. These heels are pretty, They're pretty versatile, so they can go with just about anything that I wear. So I have those heels, and then of course I have my new walking shoes. I got some Brooks, all white Brooks. Yes, I got white because white goes with everything. I wanted tan, but they didn't have these in a tan color, so I just ended up going with the white ones, and I've already tested them out and I absolutely love them. I think I showed those in a previous video. But now I want like an everyday like shoe, like a sandal that I can like slip in my backpack and carry around with me, so that when I get to my destination, if I want to change my shoes, I can. But I haven't found the perfect pair that's versatile. I think I want either a tan pair or a black pair of sandals to just go with some of my everyday outfits. And so that's kind of my clothing options for the next 60 days. But then of course I have other things that I have to pack in there as well. I'm gonna take my beach towel. I know I could buy a beach towel when I get there, but I'm not going to. Sometimes people say, oh, just buy stuff when you get there. I could absolutely do that, but I also have it at home. And if it can fit in my luggage, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna pay extra there, and it's not gonna charge me extra in my luggage. It's not gonna put it over the limit. I'm gonna take it, right? So I'm taking my beach towel with me as well. And then I think that's it on the on the clothing side. And then let's pack some of those other essentials that are not clothing items and get those to fit in the luggage as well. Okay, so now I have rolled most of my clothes up, and I'm going to start to pack them into my suitcase and see if we can actually make it all fit into my suitcase now that it's tucked and rolled. I'm using the rolling method. Most of my clothes are pretty like kind of thin, so they don't take up too much space. And if it's a thicker material, then what I did was I just folded it instead of rolling it, because sometimes rolling it can make it more bulky and it'll take up more space than it would if I just actually folded it. So like my jeans, as you can tell, are folded, as well as some of my dresses. But I do believe that we're gonna get all of it to fit nice and neatly in here, and then I can use the entire other side of my suitcase for my toiletries and all of my other necessities that I'm going to need. I can tuck those in over there. I think I'm going to tuck these other smaller items in right here in the middle, where there's still some space. These 2 dresses, and it's actually not packed very tight, so I can still obviously layer and lay things on top as we pack up this suitcase and make sure that I have enough space for everything. Y'all, even as I'm packing right now, I'm still like, do I want to take all of this stuff? So one of the things is that my last trip out of the country, I packed a huge suitcase, like a check bag, and it ended up, the wheels ended up breaking about halfway through my trip. The wheels ended up breaking about halfway through my trip, and I ended up having to lug that luggage around quite a bit while I was gone. And eventually I ended up sending stuff back home, throwing stuff away, and I ended up buying this luggage, which is the IT brand. So IT is called IT brand luggage. And I ended up getting this lime green one in when I was in London. And when I was trying to pack my carry-on originally, I was like, I can get it all in a carry-on. And then I was like, dang, I don't have room for my shoes and my toiletries. And so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have to take a different type of luggage. So I just decided to grab this one because it has swivel wheels. That was one of the reasons why I bought it in the first place, is because of the wheels. They swivel as opposed to it being 2 wheels that I have to lean back and they could potentially break. So it's 4 wheels and it swivels. And so I love that. So I decided to take this one instead. So as you can see, all of my clothes are fitting snugly on the one side. I don't have my cardigan in here because I'm actually wearing that to the airport. I have a whole airport outfit that I wear pretty much every time I travel because I get really cold on the airplane, and because my flight is 9 hours, I want to make sure that I am covered and I'm not cold. So this is all my clothes are packed. So next we're going to pack the other side, which is going to be with all of my toiletries and things like that. Okay, now I'm going to pack the other side of my suitcase, and this is gonna be most of my products that I'm gonna need. So first and foremost, I did not pack my shoes and my undergarments, so I'm gonna put my underwear in there first, and then forgot to put my heels in. I'm probably gonna actually wear my tennis shoes to the airport. So then in here I have my feminine hygiene products, you know, that I need. Yes, I could buy some there, but because I'm still going to be getting acclimated to Spain, I don't actually know what they have and if they have this particular things that I like to use. So I am going to take some of my own feminine hygiene products. In here I have deodorant, I have my what's it called, my oral hygiene stuff. So toothpaste, mouthwash, dental floss, things like that. I have that tucked in there. Let's see. Let's put it here. And then in here, I have my sunscreen. I have a little thing of lotion. I have loofahs, toothbrush, and then my face and hair care. So I have makeup remover wipes, more sunscreen. I have some medicine in there as well, and stuff for my hair. My hair products are in this bag, which I'm not sure. Got a little first aid kit there. And then here are my disposable toilet seat covers, as well as more cleaning supplies because I like to clean when I'm staying in the Airbnb. If I'm using a shared toilet, I want to be safe, right, and secure. So let's see. But I gotta pack my medicine with me. I do have prescriptions, and I left the prescriptions on there so that if anything happens like with customs and things like that, my original prescription is still on the package. So hopefully that'll be enough for me to like get through. So my bag is packed. I forgot my 2 caps. I am taking 2 ball caps. One that's tan, one that's black. One of these, the black one, is going to be going with me on the airplane, and this one I'll tuck it right here. And then closing up my luggage. Dun, da, da, da. I have no room if I want to buy something, but that's okay because if I need to buy another bag to bring back trinkets and things, I will. Let's get this all zipped and tucked in, and we are packed. So excited. I made it all fit. Barely, but we made it. Okay, so next up, I've got to get my backpack packed, all right? So I'm taking this cute little backpack. I found it on Amazon. First of all, it has the hook, so I don't have to carry it on my back the entire time. I can hook it over my luggage while I'm going through the airport until it's time for me to check my bag. But then it also has quite a few flaps and pockets inside and outside. And so I'm very excited that it can fit a lot of stuff. As you can tell, I already have some stuff in here. So let's pack my backpack, which is the last thing I have to pack for my trip. So inside my backpack is going to be my MacBook. This is what I use, obviously, to make sure that I am editing my videos. And then I have my iPad. It's going to go right in front of it with the back facing the top of my MacBook, so my screen is not facing the MacBook, it's facing the padded area because I don't have a cover on it. I know some of y'all might be cringing about that. It's okay, guys. Okay, now inside I obviously have chargers that I will need to take for this is for my watch. I have a charger for my watch, my phone, and my iPad. They share the same charger. And then I also have my MacBook charger that I'm going to put in here. Again, y'all are probably cringing at how together my cords are. It's okay. And then 2 other essentials. I have my Spanish Bible. Yes, I did order a Spanish Bible. I read the Bible pretty often, and so I ordered a Spanish Bible so that as I'm reading and spending time with God in the Word, I can also read in Spanish as well. So I have my Spanish Bible that will go in here, and then my niece bought me this super cute journal from one of my favorite stores, which is Earthbound. And she bought me this journal specifically for my trip, and it has taken so much self-control for me not to use this journal until I go on my trip. But it is coming along with me for my trip. It's unlined pages, and I cannot wait to fill these pages with so much stuff about my trip. So that will also go inside of my backpack. Now, another thing that's going inside my backpack is obviously my passport. I got this cute little passport booklet from Pop Shelf. Actually, I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I like that. So I got my passport in there. Obviously, I haven't stuck it all the way inside. It'll go in there in just a second. But I got my passport, and it's going to go inside the inside pocket of my backpack, just for a little extra safety and security. I have some face masks. I won't put all 10 in there, but I will open this up and drop a couple of face masks in there so that I can have these when I'm on the plane. I'll have a face mask. I have a travel size umbrella that will go in one side of my backpack, and then of course my Stanley will go in the other side so that I can get something to drink at the airport once I get through security, and I can have that on the plane. I'm a chapstick girly, so I gotta have my chapstick, and because I don't want to run out, of course I brought extras. So my chapstick will probably go in the front pocket. Also in the front pocket I have disinfectant wipes so that I can actually wipe down the seats whenever I go onto the plane, as well as if I use the bathroom, I can have these to wipe down and stuff in the bathroom. And then I have these disposable and flushable toilet seat covers in case I gotta go on the plane, which I'm sure that I will have to go on the plane. I will also have my phone in here, and then of course headphones. I have this pair of headphones that are over-ear headphones because I prefer over-ear, but I will also take a pair of corded headphones just in case these headphones die. I will have those in my backpack as well to take with me on the plane. This backpack is very secure. It feels pretty light. You know, my computer's in there, so it can make it a little bit heavier, but it's pretty light. And then I have my airplane pillow that I will hoop onto the back of my backpack. And there we go. I'm ready. Hey, you guys. Man, it has been a day full of packing and getting ready for this trip, and I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. But even more so, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and I want you to come back next week because next week is the week that I leave, and then I will be posting a video just of my departure, basically saying adios to Texas and hello to Spain. I am very excited about this trip, and I hope y'all are too. Like, come join me. This is gonna be a great adventure, and I appreciate all of you who have already supported me along this journey, and I hope that you continue to follow along on my Spanish summer. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next week.